sometimes when I get to feeling kind of depressed or out of it a little bit, I just realize, I'm chosen of God. I mean, nobody
Amen.
comes to God unless the Holy Spirit draws them.
Right.
And He stands at the door and knocks out there, but people won't let Him in.
Yes, we
I
are
thank God
chosen.
that I let Him in.
Amen.
I'm chosen of God.
We're
She
chosen.
is gonna be a celebrity too. Dr. Carly's gonna put her in this next publication to the New England Journal.
All right.
Kind of bad way to get published.
She has these, what they call platelet-rich plasma injections, where they actually take the blood out of you and they infuse it and then put the platelets and stuff. And I was wrong, I thought they put 1 million platelets in there. Each shot that they give her injection is over 1 billion platelets into one area. But they have a lot of people that come out of town like us, and she was the first person that it did what they call back-to-back PRPs. She had it on Wednesday and Thursday. And so she tolerated it, so he's been doing it to other people that travel out of state with this. She'll be in both of them.
I love the Lord today, Steve, and I'm just so thrilled to be in church. He is so good. When Ruby was talking, I couldn't believe it's been 5 years since we had the party over there, at Shafter. 5 years. How fast they go by.
Or they do.
But thank goodness we still got them.
If there's no other testimonies this morning, I'll turn the service over to Brother Hunt.
Thanks, Steve. We've been talking about how that promises were made, and the promises were made to our fathers, the prophets, and these all died in faith, not having received the promise. Now, God didn't lie, and what God promised, He is able to bring about. Not only is He able to bring about, He will bring it to pass.
Amen.
Regardless of the circumstances, He will bring it to pass. Sally and I on Friday were at a meeting in Fresno with about 12 or 15 other insurance agency owners. And they had the people from Nationwide Insurance there to discuss with us Google and at that side, they were speaking in unknown tongues as far as I was concerned. But they had all of the graphs and all of the evidences of what man is doing today. And man's doing some fantastic things. There are things happening that are way past my imagination or ability to understand. But they have Google and iPod, Facebook, over 500 million people on Facebook. One of them there was stating, well, I'm not on Facebook. I've never had anything to do with them. And one of the people from Des Moines, Iowa, said, let me show you something. He put his name in Facebook and he said, is that you? Now my buddy Gary there, he knows all about that little thing. His dad and I talked about it this morning, that you can pull up all of the information. I mean, knowledge that's been accumulated for tens of thousands of years. Right there on that little old bitty gadget. And man is making all of these advances. We've got right now a spacecraft that is going to Jupiter, I believe it is. And it's going to take 4 years to get there at astronomical speeds. It's going to take 4 years. And that's just barely touching the heavens. But 4 years, and when it gets out there, they say that we are going to understand about the creation of the universe. where it all came from. Now they are all agreement that there is a beginning of the universe. It did come from somewhere, and they said that when we get out there, we'll be able to know where it came from. All of these amazing things that are taking place. What a wonderful world that we're living in. With all of the different gadgets to make life so much better. Then why are we so much worse? Why are we incapable of answering the problems that's facing the human family? 2 Timothy 3:1. Paul wrote to his son Timothy, and he told him not only will there be a falling away from the faith, but men will become lovers of pleasure more than lovers of God. They will become confused and fearful and afraid. Now here is what Paul said. This know also that in the last days perilous times shall come. In the last days perilous, dangerous times shall come. We talk about the end of the world and how that it's going to take place, and a lot of people are fearful and afraid that we are going to be blown to oblivion. Yet the Bible tells us perilous times. Men will love pleasure more than they love God. Now, I'm going to try to talk about something this morning that is difficult for people to accept, but that's taking the blinders off of your mind and understanding what the Bible actually, literally states. People say, well, I believe the Bible literally. Well, how can you believe something you've never studied, you've never read? If you want to know the ignorance in the so-called Christian church, turn television on.
Amen.
You'll see more ignorance displayed, and then you don't need to wonder why people are turning from it. The incitement of emotional feelings with mysticism is running rampant. And people call that the moving of God. Listen to what that Jesus said concerning these perilous times. Now, for the first time in the history of the United States, over 230 plus years, our credit rating has been reevaluated by Standard & Poor's. I remember just a few years ago, Standard & Poor's called, and 3 or 4 different times, finally